Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're gonna review Kaspa miners, ASIC miners Ks3, Ks3M, and the Ks0 Pro. So I did order a few of those, and there is a big delay, looks like, on the UPS site. So they're showing all the orders delay, and I'm not sure what's going on with that delay. So that's very interesting. But I did receive two of them, and they've been mining for a little bit. I have to boom around, and I did use my server PSU, so with the voltage step up booster, but I did try it at 12 on 12 volts, directly connect to the server PSU. It did mine, but I didn't want to risk it since I already had the booster 19 volt. I just plug it into that just because I didn't want to overheat any wiring, because at 100 watts, obviously it's getting close to 9, right? About 8. Let's see, actually 100 watts, maybe it's not that bad. I'm just too 100 watt divide by 12 volts. Oh, we're only at 8.3 amps, so probably still good on the using 12 volt. For some reason I thought 12 voltage will be a little bit too little. So my guess would be we could safely still use probably just directly 12 volt to power PSU. I'm gonna test that too. At first I plugged it in and tested. There was same hash rate. This second miner was a little bit less, 196, 198. It goes to 200 sometimes, but I guess that's the silicon. This is more stable at 200, but look, I start them at the same almost time, right? Maybe 142, yeah, exactly the same. But look at the one that getting less hash rate, 573 shares, and this is 574, so it's very close as far as the shares goes. However, is the second one is slightly less hash. As on the pool, it's also showing slightly less. Well, actually after update it looks like it's a little bit different now. They're pretty close together. They're over 3 hours, but they're not quite getting full 400 gigahash. It's 396, but it's close enough. I've been mining for pretty much a little over 24 hours. It's 76 Kaspa on two of them, so that's about 38 Kaspa per Ks3 Ks0 Pro. And let's take a look on my results here. So it's only two of them that I got, and 5 of them been delayed. So I don't know what happened now. What's interesting, I ordered those kind of late, almost at the I want to say November 20th, that everything was closed off. But I was lucky because I have them in the cart. They were sold out on Iceriver, but since they were in the cart, I just paid them off. They didn't disappear from the cart, and they went through. The order went through. Now, what's interesting is I've got completely different from UPS, different fees for the to pay the duty tax, right? So they're on 2 of them was $35, on 3 of them was $46, on the last 2 was $261, which doesn't make any sense to me, but I guess it's just a random way that UPS kind of figures things out, or maybe they open the packages. I don't know what's going on or how they report it, maybe from me Iceriver. Well, regardless, I have them. I started mining and they're performing at about 100 watts, so they're not 98, they're pretty close to 100. Now I'm getting 208 at the wall for two of my Ks0 Pro, and also I have connected there it's about 3 watts for network switch, 8 ports, so it's going to be exactly for my 7 miner setups. I have 8 port switch. I'm going to connect all of them hardwired in to those ports and to the power server PSU. It looks like I'm gonna get 700 watts, right? 700 watts, so it'll be probably around 750 on my I'm gonna use 900. I'm using the 1200, but on 240 volts, and it's actually 900 on 120 if I decide using 120 volts. Let's take a look at what my maximum would be, 720. So I'll be pretty much like at the tops 700 watts, which is still at 80% for my server PSU, which is kind of nice. And also I noticed that if I use just directly to server PSU, it uses less watts. It's probably around 98, because it was like around 196 total when I didn't use the boosters. I guess 19 volt booster is just uses another step up 10% or what power consumption, or the it's a 90% efficiency. So anyways, I'm gonna try that once everything connected on the 12 volts and see how it works. If it's stable enough, I may just gonna keep, because I didn't really realize it's a 8 amp and my plugs are rated for 10 amp, the connector I'm using. So yeah, let's take a look on the ROI. So very bad with the Casper rate going to, it was jumping right about 82, 84 pentahash today. It dropped a little bit, so I think it's a new miners being tested and all, so we're gonna expect it's going pretty quickly up as the KS3, my KS3 gonna arrive next week. So that makes totally like another probably jump to easily to 85-90 in another week, and that's what we kind of predicted here on my chart here. If we go down to the today's, it was supposed to be like 85 pentahash on the network hash, and then by December 6th we are probably going to be close to 90 pentahash and so forth. So I'm not sure if it's going to keep on rising on the same pace up to 120. That's what I was kind of predicting, and then we'll slow down a little bit, because it's the it'll be probably a less percentage rate increase as the new miners approach. But anyways, let's take a look on profitability or ROI on our miners. So K0 Pro is around $33 at 33 cusp a day. It's about $371 a day. So my total will be on 7 of those miners, probably going to reduce a little bit, but $25, and it will drop just in about 6 days. So unfortunately, probably by the time I'm getting, the delays really doesn't help. We're gonna reduce the our block reward is gonna go to 146 now, and the reason none of them ROI, because the Gaspa, if it's gonna go down to 12 cents now, if it's 13 cents, it looks like we can ROI by next end of next year, which interesting. Before it was like only about 8 months, but now it's 12 months. So yeah, everything changing pretty quickly, and then it also depends on the Caspa price. Obviously, if it goes to 20 cents, it'll be only 5 months, but if it drops back to 12, it's never gonna ROI at 12 cents. So that's basically what it is. And then KS3 else, I'm gonna ROI pretty quickly. I already ROI on my second one, and then the first one I didn't ROI. The only reason because my Kaspa wallet was breaking in, and 26,000 Kaspa was stolen, so I'm still behind $3,700. That's roughly what it is. It's probably 26,000 Kaspa now, even a little bit more than that. But unfortunately, that stuff happened and to my Kaspa wallet, and I know how exactly. But looks like when it did happen, interestingly enough, it's the transactions not even recorded here. I had to remove everything, but the nothing there recorded on my wallet. It's just ridiculous. I really hate to use this Kaspa wallet on the web, so I just transfer everything out of it. Not gonna probably use it again to store the Kaspa, so I have to figure other ways. But yeah, it's just ridiculous how fragile those are. I don't know even how it got hacked. To be honest with you, I guess possibility I had it on email, and I don't know if that's even possible that somebody scanned email and then just got it off email deceit. So that's very possible. It's very stupid to do that, I guess. And then I didn't do any other wallets on the email deceit, so I hope that's a little bit safer, but still kind of concerns me how it's possible to get into the wallet and then get all the stuff removed pretty quickly. Anyways, on my KS3, when it's gonna arrive next week, it's showing that Monday it should arrive. We would be getting about 1400 Kaspa, and the funny thing is 1400 Kaspa now reminds me the KS0. The first KS0 I've got, we were doing 1400 Kaspa, and that miner cost only 2200 compared to the total cost now was 13150, so that's about 6 times more and same amount of Kaspa. So something wrong here with the math, I guess, just because it was only 2 cents. So if we go back to 2 cents, our KS3 gonna do only $26 a day. That's roughly how KS0 did. It was gonna supposed to arrive in like 2-3 months, but I guess took a little longer, but it did arrive. However, all my first miners did arrive. Now I'm kind of concerned on this last batch, but it looks like it's just getting more and more fragile. If the all depending on the Kaspa price now. At 12 cents, it looks pretty good. I mean, it's still kind of looking at the 5 months ROI at the price, and hopefully my prediction of the hash rate not too far off. But if it will jump a lot faster, obviously everything gonna change. Or if the Kaspa price drops down. So what if it's even drops to 10 cents? 6 months, almost 7 months to ROI. If it drops to 9 cents, it will never ROI. Guess what? As risky as it is, at 9 cents, none of the miners gonna ROI. So it just gonna be disaster. I guess all it takes like 3 cents away. And wait, oh, I did it wrong. Sorry about that. It's still actually gonna ROI at 9 months. I did type in 0 extra point there. So let's do 8 cents. Oh, 14 months. So we still kind of risky, but none of the new stuff, if you buy, probably gonna ROI at 8 cents. At 9 cents, only KS3M in 12 months. So just to give you an idea, and then if we drop in at 7 cents, I can still only ROI on my KS3L, hopefully. And then going back to 7, nothing, right? 8. So 8 cents is pretty much my bottom, but then to get actually to the market, you need to be at around 10 cents, I think. Nope, yeah, only two miners, Ks3 and Ks3M possibly arise, so none of the others gonna arise. So 2 cents down, and none of those gonna make sense. So my prediction really, if in order to keep this Kaspa going, price just needs to go up. So it's either gonna, if it's gonna drop to 10 cents, it's just gonna start not making sense to ROI, so it's slowly gonna go down on everything, or it's probably still gonna go up. So the new miners, my guess, the price may gonna drop too. So as soon as the network gonna go up, let's say they'll drop the price a little bit more, but there's not much room probably. I'm guessing we can still probably see it drop to, let's say, 1200, 2400, and maybe 4000, let's say 6000. I could see those are the minimum numbers, and even if it drops with the 10 cents, it's still probably gonna make a little bit of sense to buy them. So even at 8 cents, yeah, it's still gonna be good to buy. So I guess it's really gonna depend on how expensive this miner is gonna be and how the Kaspa price is gonna go for the next months. My guess it should probably rise to make sense for what's happening with Kaspa, because it's been on the go for just to get the new miners in production, because otherwise why would they produce the new ones if they're never gonna arrive, right? That's kind of marketing part here. That's the way I see it. Just to be able to sell them, these numbers needs to make sense, and at least ROI at the Kaspa price and at the price of the miner. And looking at this, I don't think they're gonna drop KS Pro less than 250. I don't see if it's even possible, but if they do, they can still make it ROI and market it. So yeah, it's really like, I don't know if it's even possible for them to do any profits, but I guess it's gonna be ridiculous if that price gonna drop to $200, even $300. At today Kaspa price, it still kind of looks good, but going to 480, wait, something wrong there. Is it 480? Oh, because I paid the fees. Yeah, so 480 is still showing 15 months, but 500 not. So 486 plus whatever fees, right, that I pay, the duties, fees and all that. So it's kind of like tricky with the code. With discounts was 482. I didn't buy, it's cost me 462 for the cheapest one, because I didn't need, really should have bought them on 462 and save another $100, I guess, because this $20 really matters on the ROI by a lot. You know, almost a month gonna take to at the end to get the ROI. Anyways, that's where we are, I guess, on the Kaspa there, just to, so you guys kind of careful enough not to go and overspend and just go buy it for 16,000 or 20,000 KS3. It's gonna be very risky at this time, but I guess you have to do your own, due diligence and research and make sure you're not going negative. See, it's already 80 pentahash, and pretty sure it's gonna be by weekend. Everybody get the mail by probably tomorrow. More stuff gonna come, and we'll see like 82, 84, and quickly go by 90. My feeling is quickly gonna buy by 90. In 6 days we're gonna go to 147 Kaspa a block. And guess what? Yeah, real quick, I want to show you guys how am I doing on my mining for the last three weeks. I think I haven't recorded any videos, so they're starting on November 13. we I did pretty much okay. Not as good on the solo. Solo was kind of down for me on my K0s. Only 22 cas per day on each miner compared to 34 cas per day on the K0 on the pool. So it was not really lucky week for me. It was pretty good though on my Boss KS3L. That's, you know, with the KS3M board, so which makes them KS3M basically at the 6000 gigahash, 6 terahash. So in average, they did pretty close together now. So I was surprised that my first KS3L kind of did a lot worse. It was about 30 cas per less every day. But my power supply went down on my first one, and then I noticed it also was 3-fan power supply. So I switched it. Luckily, I had an extra one, and I filed the replacement with Iceriver, which I finally got also another one, just in case I have an extra power supply. But I purchased one before, so I had the spare to switch. So as soon as I switched it, the KS3L start doing a lot better on the hash rate. So I want to show you guys on the pool. So before, my first one was always like 5.8, right? And then the second one was always 6 terahash. So it was a lot worse here. And then now it's coming to 6, even sometimes 6.2, 6.07, 6.02. And with the new power supply, so it's added a lot. But what I noticed, which I didn't like, so the hash rate is fine. I'm not sure if I'm getting paid enough for my power consumption now at 3200. So before, and my second is like 3091, so let's say 3100. So it's 100-watt differences now. But before it was 2960, if you remember. 2960 was really low power consumption on my first KS3L, just because of the that old power supply probably just kind of dropped the power somehow, or didn't go over certain wattage, or there is a protection until it basically stopped working anyways. So that 100-watt difference, I'm not sure if it's the really worse. Let's do a real quick calculation. So if I do in 200 watts a day, right? So that's at my 11 rate, so 0.2 kilowatt times 24 hours times 30. So in a month, I'm doing 144 kilowatts, right? So times 0.11 cents, it's a $15, almost $16, let's say, difference, right? So how much cost per more is about 30 cost per day more. So 30 times 30, that's about 900, and at today's cost per price times 12, 108. So it's really worth it. So I'm thinking it's just stay positive. I'm doing $108 extra just by adding the $16, right? $16 of the power, so I'm still doing 92 bucks, so that's fine. I'll take it, I guess, for the power consumption. So what else? I guess that's pretty much it, guys. The price is kind of hovering around 12 cents, 13 cents. It went to 13.5 or 6 a few days ago, but it's still kind of not pumping anywhere else, just kind of stabling over there, which is nice. And the but pentahash going up and up and up, so we will see another pump here, as far as the gonna drag the price probably up right before the next reward reduction. Every time it gets reduction, I feel like there's a pump there for some reason on the price. So we'll see how it works this time in the last day. So probably in around 4 or 5 days, if we'll see another Caspa price increase or not. Again, the other thing is the announcement when they go and release new miners or I mean new miner prices here, that may also increase the price. Kind of gonna drag something up there just to give a little more of a taste for buyers, for new miners. So anyways, that's where we at right now. I hope you like that update. Leave me comments down below, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.